melting dreams in the sky. Catch that fire, let your spirit fly high. Evening whispers, listen and believe. Chase those visions while the stars weave. Evening elevation, rise and celebrate. Dreams come alive when you open the gate. Feel the rhythm pushing through your soul. Chase the horizon and you find your goal. Moonlight's a canvas, paint your skies bright. Stars are the guides in the cool, calm night. Doubt may linger, but hope's aflame. Let the evening elevate your game. Evening elevation, rise and celebrate. Dreams come alive when you open the gate. Feel the rhythm pushing through your soul. Chase the horizon and you find your goal. Moonlight's a canvas, paint your skies bright. Stars are the guides in the cool, calm night. Doubt may linger, but hope's aflame. Let the evening elevate your game. Evening elevation, rise and celebrate. Dreams come alive when you open the gate. Feel the rhythm pushing through your soul. Chase the horizon and you'll find your goal. Reggae beats in your chest, echoes of hope. Lift your sights higher like a pirate with scope. Tune into greatness, feel the vibrations. Evening's a ladder of aspirations. Evening elevation, rise and celebrate. Dreams come alive when you open the gate. Feel the rhythm pushing through your soul. Chase the horizon and you find your goal. Reggae beats in your chest, echoes of hope. Lift your sights high like a pirate with scope. Tune into greatness, feel the vibrations. Evening's a ladder of aspirations. These melting dreams in the sky. Catch that fire, let your spirit fly high. Evening whispers, listen and believe. Chase those visions while the stars weave. Evening elevation, rise and celebrate. Dreams come alive when you open the gate. Feel the rhythm pushing through your soul. Chase the horizon and you find your goal. Moonlight's a canvas, paint your skies bright. Stars are the guides in the cool, calm night. Doubt may linger, but hope's aflame. Let the evening elevate your game. Evening elevation, rise and celebrate. Dreams come alive when you open the gate. Feel the rhythm pushing through your soul. Chase the horizon and you find your goal. Moonlight's a canvas, paint your skies bright. Stars are the guides in the cool, calm night. Doubt may linger, but hope's aflame. Let the evening.
Welcome to Evening Elevation, where we ignite your potential and inspire action. Each episode is a journey towards self-discovery, encouraging you to chase your dreams relentlessly. Join us as we share stories, strategies, and insights that empower you to transform your life. Elevate your evenings, elevate your life. Let's get started.
All right. Pleasant good evening to each and everyone. We are here for another edition of Evening Elevation. And we have dubbed this edition Let's Chat. All right. So it's Evening Elevation, and we have dubbed this one Let's Chat. We don't have a guest tonight. So it's just going to be me and my co host, who is still trying to sort himself out. So until then, you're stuck with me so long, right? So let's say good night. It's Wednesday, the 28th of May, and I know that it is not a usual night for evening elevation, but we did promise you guys that once we miss on a Sunday, then we're gonna try and bring it to you on a Wednesday. Unfortunately, we couldn't do Sunday gone and we can't do Sunday coming. So we would have an evening elevation this Wednesday and another copy of evening elevations on the following Wednesday. All right. So just give me a minute. I have a little noise in my background here. Um, yeah, these vehicles are getting louder and louder as we go. I don't understand what's happening with them, but yep, they're getting louder and louder. But hey, we're here and we're gonna, do what we can. Let me see if my co host is getting through on his end. Before I continue, I don't want to go too far without him. So let me copy this. Okay, I seen something there. He's smiling away. I hope you have audio. I hope you have audio. Well, yes, I could hear you. So, yes, of course, yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear. So, they can't hear you yet though, cause you're still in the back room. So let me see here now. Okay, so my co-host seems like he has gotten his stuff sorted. So let's try and bring him in here now. Yeah. Evening Elevation is actually a live production. We don't pre-record anything. We do everything live on the spot. So just bear with us a little bit. These things happen from time to time. You have a little small technical issues and stuff. So let's see. All right, so I'm working on it. Okay, so all right, Doc, I'm copying your link now and trying to get you over. We apologize for that small hiccup, but like I say, we do stuff live here on the spot, and from time to time we will get a little hiccup here and there. I honestly thought that I was the only one who used to panic just before I hit the live button, but my co-host seemed to be panicking panicking. My co-host seemed to
Oh
be
my
panicking
God.
just before we hit the live button as well. So I don't know. He will have things going good, and just before we hit live, then stuff start happening. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey,
All right,
we
okay,
gonna
Doc,
get
you're
there.
live.
We're gonna get
Good
there.
night. Good night to each and every
Hi,
one.
good night, everybody. Good night. Good night
Yes.
again. It's another episode of Evening Elevations, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
so happy to be here with you tonight. Yes, it's a Wednesday night. We don't usually be on a Wednesday night, but we missed last week's Sunday, and as my good friend says that next Sunday again, we're gonna be out again, and so we're gonna try to make up um, for for next Sunday again, which we're gonna bring to you on Wednesday again. So we're happy to be here with you this evening. I hope everybody had an awesome day today. Today is the 28th of May, and you
Yes.
know, week is going by really fast. You know, so we thank God still for spared lives and you know following us to go out today and come back in. So tonight we don't have a guest, but there is a topic that I that has been
Doc,
on my hand for some
Doc,
time.
we are
You
not
know,
touching that topic tonight. I'm telling you.
all right, we're not touching that topic. We're not
We're
touching that
not
topic.
touching that topic tonight. Just check your Facebook page, make sure that you're live and you're in.
Yes.
Um, and then we'll go from there. All right.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so you're live over there?
I was.
Okay, just back check
I
it just to make
was.
sure because I'm not
Yeah,
seeing it.
I
So
was live, but I'm not seeing it now. But I was live though, but
okay.
I'm not seeing it now.
I'm just gonna say good night in the chat to activate the chat to make sure that everything
Yeah,
is how it is supposed to be.
yeah, I was live, but I'm not seeing it now. I don't know if it dropped out. Yeah.
Right, it's saying that you're live from over here, but I'm not seeing it on your page. So
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm seeing it here. It's saying, well, you are live.
yeah, but check on your page, version, and remember you
Yeah.
have to remember you,
No.
you might have had to manually start it. So go
Yeah.
in, yeah, go in your stuff and
But I realized it actually automatically it started automatically, but
yeah, it
um
should start automatically.
yeah, it did start automatically, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
What time you set it to start?
8:30.
Okay, so you still have access.
Yes,
To
right.
it.
So I
So
don't know if it's yeah, so
you want me to try stop it and start it on your end again? Or you're
yeah.
gonna just try and refresh? You refresh your page to make sure?
Yeah, I did.
All right,
Live
so
now.
tonight seems like we're gonna be getting live technical help. It seems like that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. Um, so
Okay. We should be good now.
okay,
Yeah, I actually manually started it, so we should be good.
okay, so let me
Yeah.
just go
Okay.
over.
Should be good now.
Yeah, let me just go over and
Yeah.
refresh my page now to make sure that you're good on your end.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm seeing it now. Okay, good.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we have all the ducks in a row, that's what they say. We have all the ducks in a row. Yeah, those who are just joining us here, um, on Verzo and Gilad Facebook page, welcome to Evening Elevation. Yes, we know it's not a Sunday night, and The reason why we're here live tonight is because we promise you guys that for whatever reason we can't bring it to you on a Sunday, we will try to bring it to you on a Wednesday night. And we missed last Sunday because of prayer engagements, and we are gonna miss this coming Sunday again. So we're gonna be streaming on next week Wednesday as well, another edition of Evening Elevation. So like I said, tonight we're just hanging out. We're gonna, like I said, we dubbed it Let's Talk. So we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from you guys to make sure, maybe we could get your feedback and, telling us how you enjoying. If you're enjoying, we want you to be honest. Yeah, if you're enjoying the platform and stuff like that. So if you could, sending whether a message or whatever it is, so that we could have a little chat here on Evening Elevation. All right. So like I said, we're just gonna be chilling. If anything come and any one of us hearts and we want to share, we can do that. Doc, you're a spontaneous speaker. Oh God. Yeah. So
Yeah, so just let us know. We had not last week Sunday, the Sunday before that. We had we continued with the topic gratitude and abundance. And I'm sure that persons were blessed with that,
yeah.
I was reminded how important it is to have a heart of gratitude, in everything,
Right.
even when things not going the way how we want it to go, but that we should still have a heart of gratitude, you know. And when we have a heart of gratitude, then we understand where the abundance comes in, So if you were blessed last week, please let us know. I mean, not last week, but the Sunday before that. Let us know. Let us know where we can improve. Let us know how the topics have been so far. I was approached today, and I was asked, who is the next guest speaker? What's next on the podcast for Sunday coming. But I did say to them that tonight we're gonna be on instead of Sunday because we have prior engagement. So we're gonna be on Wednesday and the following Wednesday as well. So just let us know how
well,
we are doing.
well,
You
guess what?
know,
We are our guest tonight. We are our guest tonight. So we are
we are our
chatting,
guest
and we are
tonight.
trying to get feedback from you and stuff to know, how we have been doing and stuff like that. If you were encouraged and you want to share something with us, you could go ahead and do that. Um, yeah, and even if you want to come on the program live, like I said, we do everything here live. So if you want to come on the program live to share something, you could just WhatsApp me or message me. I'll send you a link, and you click the link, and
Right, and
we
and
could
you
we
can
could get
come
you
on
on.
and be a part.
All
Yeah,
right. So hey, it is Evening Elevation. This is our what 11th edition, 11th episode. Yeah, I think this is
11th
our
episode,
11th
11th
episode.
episode. Yeah,
Um, who would have thought we would have get to that 11th episode? But we are here. We are grateful. We are thankful, and we just, like I said, we just want to get some feedback. We want to get you guys a little more engaged. You guys are being very quiet, and then when you meet us on the streets and stuff like that, then you're sharing with us. We want you to share here as well. you know we want to encourage, like I said, we are trying to build a community. We're trying to build a community here and try to be as genuine, authentic, vulnerable, all those words. We're trying to be as transparent as possible and as honest as possible here. Try to create um, a safe space where people can come and listen and get inspiration and stuff like that to encourage you to just push on to the next week. you know so that's what we're here doing. So feel free at any time, like I said, to send a message, comment. We still encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube page, which is Evening Elevation, and you can follow any one of us, which is Verswin Gillard or Genevieve Christopher, on Facebook as well. So yeah, just feel free to do that. Um, for some reason, I'm not seeing the chat activated. So let me just make
Let
sure
me
that
let me
that's.
use this opportunity.
Yeah, go right
Um,
ahead.
I don't think that I did it, but I want to take the opportunity to commend my sister, my older sister. Those of you who know me and know that I have a older sister that lives in the States for many years now, and she she just actually, not just, but a few months ago, she actually just finished her first book that she wrote. Um, the name of it is Late to the Game, but still winning,
Mm-hmm.
Late to the game, but still winning. And I would encourage anybody, if you would like, please, you can let me know, and I would get you the link, and so that you can see and get to read more about my sister's book, Late to the Game, but still winning. I believe that she's now working on a second book, so I really want to commend her for the amazing job that she's doing. And I realized that her book was one of I'm not sure, her book was one of her bestsellers. Yes, on Amazon, yeah. So if you would really like to think, you can let me know, and I can send you the link so that you can um get to know my sister. You know, when I told her what I was doing, she was so excited because she herself started her own podcast as well, where she um continues to encourage people, women, young people, continue to encourage us all, you know. And so late to the game, but still winning. So I really want to continue to encourage my sister in her endeavors, and as she continued to strive, you know. Um, I never thought that I would have see this day where my sister would be publishing her own books, you know.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Congratulations. And
yeah,
it's awesome, and it's just showing you what God can do. You never know who He's gonna use to do what you know
yeah. So
he he,
true.
he wants to do with us. So
Yeah. And it has also been one of my something that I think I would want to do, but not right now, you know. Still getting thoughts together, and deciding what it would be about, but I think after being through so much things, I think it's time for me to put pen to paper, you know start writing down, because that was one of the things that she did say to me as well. A lot of the times, don't wait until thing you could actually start now, just dropping down when things come, you just start dropping them down, and so that eventually when time comes now for you to put everything together, it's not so
Mm-hmm.
much of a hassle. So, it has been something that I am contemplating on, to do, you know. So
Well, hey, I would
yeah.
encourage you. I would encourage you to push in that direction to start. Um, you know, I hope you have like a journal or something that you are if you
most
haven't
of the
started
times
that as yet, you need to start it
most of the
now.
times I would just make notes in my phone. That's what I would do. Make notes in my phone, and
Mm.
yeah,
If you
that's what
haven't
I would
started
do.
that as yet, you need to start. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So sister, I want to take the opportunity to commend you. Um and I know that you have a very, very, very support system. Your husband and Trevon, who supports you 100%. And of course, you have your brother who is 100% behind of you as well, encouraging you to do what you have to do. Go all out, continue to push. I think one of these Sundays I did speak with her about it, to bring her on the podcast, one of these Sunday or one of these sessions that we're having, so that she could share some more with you, so that you could get to understand what her book is about and all of that. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So when I saw the name of the book, I was very hesitant as to, what she's speaking about, late to the game, but still winning. But when I started reading it, I then understand. I then understand, you know. I then understand, and I could have relate to a lot of what she was saying, and in her book, us growing up together and all of that, you know. Um Yep. At one point, I got very emotional because, when she started talking about, the family and growing up and all of that, there were some
Mm-hmm.
parts of it that really had me emotional, you know, because, since my sister left, things were not the same, because this was somebody who, you could look up to, helping us with our homework and all of that. And, having now to, um, do our homework by ourselves, and all of these things. So, it was really a thing for us, having to see our sister leave, even though we didn't understand. But at the same time, hey, my sister had to do what she had to do. And, you know, realizing that even in her book, she made mention of some things that she had to go through, to achieve what she has achieved now, and where she is at this present moment. So, it has been a struggle, and I believe that if it had not been for the Lord, I really don't know um, where she would have been. But sis, if you're listening, and you just want to show your face, please, let me know, so that we could, that they could see who you are, you know, um, and then, at some point, we would bring you in to do, to have a session with us. That would be really awesome. All right.
Yeah, yeah, that would be great. I mean, maybe you can even see if she's available. I know we have a time difference, right? Yeah, I think we have a time
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, we have a time
Yeah,
difference. She's actually in Philadelphia, so
yeah, we
um,
have a time difference. So, but
yeah,
hey, sooner rather than later.
sooner rather than later.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
sooner rather than later. So, this it seems like I lost my chat, so I have to be switching between the different lives. Usually, I have everything coming
Everything in one place.
in one place. Now I have to
Yeah.
be jumping over and over to see. Um, oh boy, let's see what's happening here now. There's a new version available. Oh wow. Everything is updating tonight by Doc. I wonder if it's getting us
Yeah,
ready
because
ready for the next season.
I don't know because my computer was doing the same thing too. Ready, I'm doing want to do updates while I'm ready to go on, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'll work on that. Um, I'll work on it after because I'm not very good at multitasking. Um, yeah, so if I stay here trying to get this fixed, then you'll be here talking by yourself all night until I get it fixed. So yeah, but I don't know. I could try one more time and see what's happening. But yeah, it usually gives me that. Let's see what's happening here. For those of you who just joining us, yes, it's evening elevation on a Wednesday night. Yes, we know that it's a Wednesday night, and we just dubbed this "Let's Chat." Right, so we're here to spend the hour here with you guys, and see, trying to do two things at the same time. I lose my train of thought. Yeah, yeah, not very good at the multitasking thing. Those of you who can do it, I tip my hat to you, but I'm not very good at it. All right, so
Yeah, so let us know if you're listening, you're watching, let us know. Um, you know, where we can improve. If there anything that you have a concern about that you want to talk about, you know, just let us know.
yeah, but if you have any questions, you can shoot your questions in the chat, or you can just DM us directly, with a Facebook Messenger, Genevieve Christopher on Facebook, Verzwens Gilad on Facebook as well. You could direct message us and we'll get it, and we would try our best to, you know, do it. Or you could just drop it in the chats, which I can't see at the moment. So, yep.
Yeah, I see one of my brothers.
Ly
Good
Gilad.
night,
Yeah.
good night to you, brother. Happy New Year to you. I know yes, it's been a while, but
that,
yes, Happy New Year to you. The
that
year is
that's it.
almost over
That's interesting. Happy New Year in May. That is very
in May.
interesting.
I know.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Happy New Year in May. All right, let's just check the YouTube chat just to make sure nobody's sending any questions there, anything, anybody hailing anybody. Okay. Okay, I guess it seems to be very quiet tonight.
Very quiet.
Yeah, I guess because it's not our usual Sunday
Yeah.
night. People are on, but they're just not
Yeah.
yeah, everybody just want to listen and enjoy. They don't want to they don't want to participate. But yeah, we're here. We're here. We're gonna do the hour, and yeah, we're gonna straighten out what we can straighten out while we are doing what we are doing. Um, yeah. So, but Doc, how was your I think your service on Sunday? I know you had
Well, service was awesome, man.
yeah, I
Service
know
was awesome.
you had something doing there, so
Yeah,
yeah.
service was awesome, man. I actually and while we are on that, I must say congratulations to my nephew. I was trying to stay up, and when we see these things, we have to encourage our young people, because I noticed that my nephew, he went into the Sadler's primary school. They had a royal princess and calypso monarch pageant. But one of the things that stood out for me was it was very unusual because um of the topics, or should I say, the whole the Calypsonians, their songs were based on our everyday life situations. Um, and I realized that his was on drugs, you know, and you know, I was kind of shocked because I don't know my nephew to like the stage. He's very shy, and so I really must commend him and the others for doing an awesome job. And if you have a chance, you can go, and you can just go on the school's website, and the school's Facebook page actually, and you can see what took place, which I think was really, really good. The performance was really good by the young people, just talking about everyday life situations that we battle, you know, things that our young people go through. So, I really must commend the school for that, you
Yeah,
know.
but
When we see
these programs, I think that's what they are geared to, you know, to try to find the talent at a very young age, and then
right.
try to nurture that talent so that when they reach adulthood, they would have a direction to go. You will see the talent coming out.
Yeah, so
So
I really thought that it was a really good show, despite there was a few hiccups, but I really did enjoy after listening to the Calypsonians and their performance, and I really must commend them, because my nephew was first runner up, and
mhm,
then there was another young man who actually attends the same church that I attend. He came king, you know.
mhm.
Um, so I really must commend them for a job well done. And like I said, if you really want to see what happened, you can actually go to the Facebook page of the Sadler's Primary School, and you can see what happened, what transpired last week Saturday, actually. So that was really nice. I really must commend the schools for doing
Yeah,
that.
and I want to,
Yeah.
while you're saying that, I want to encourage the community when the school is having these things to really rally behind the children. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the future, and if you don't try to start to grab hold of them now, then like I said, if devil find thing for idle hands to do.
Never find work for
And
idle
then
hands to
yeah,
do.
and then we're gonna be singing this song, all the young people, all the young people, all the young people. But when the young people looking to the community for the support and the help and the encouragement, you know what I'm saying? It's not there. So we really want to. I wasn't at the show. I didn't know about it until after. Um,
Yeah, I
so I
really
don't
was
know.
supposed to be at
I
the
don't
show,
know
but
how much people
because
were
of
there.
what we had, right? But
But
it looks like it was well attended.
okay, so that's awesome. That's
Yeah, it
awesome.
looked like it was
And
greatly attended.
let's continue to reach out and continue to support That's very, very important. Very,
Yeah.
very important. We can't just take it for granted. You know, it's very important for us to go out and support.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So, so we were talking about that, and then I also saw. Well, it seemed like tonight is like an update on the community. I also saw on when was that? I think it was on Sunday. They had I think they were celebrating Child Month, and they had a torch, a handoff torch
Touch.
from I think it's Date Bear St. Paul's going both directions, and they ended up at the War Memorial in town. So you had different schools responsible for different areas, and the torch were passed on, you know, to each other, pass on until they
Yeah.
get to town. So that was really good. I got caught up in it a
Yeah,
little bit, but
yeah, I saw a piece of
yeah,
it, yeah, as well, because I was in the thing when I saw them pass. Yeah. I actually thought that they were actually going around, but then I realized that it was two sets. They were going, one was going the
yeah,
one
one
way
was
and the
going
other one
east,
was
one was
going
going west,
right, was
right,
going west, right. So and then everybody meet up at the one
at the
place.
War Memorial,
Yeah,
right, yeah.
right. So
So
yeah, that
and
was
that was
really
good. I
good.
could see, you know, from what I saw, you know, some parents out there, you know, running with the children, encouraging them, because of course, you know, one child can't run all of that. So, you know, it was like a tag team. But you know, these are things that I like to see because it encourages us to depend on each other. We need each other. You understand what I'm saying? And if you could instill this in the youths from young, then that's amazing. They go up with that, then you know we have less headaches in years to come. So teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we gotta encourage around here, you know, and we look out for each other. Um, yeah, so but I mean,
Yep.
hey, it is what it is, and we're trying to do our part to bring awareness and encourage people around these things. So um, yeah, that's what it's about. So we have Pastor Matt saying good night, 100%. Matt Brown, I guess.
Pastor Matthew.
Pastor Matthew, yes, saying good night, 100%. So guys, I'm sorry if I'm a little behind with the chat tonight. Usually I'll have my chat in one spot with everything coming to one spot. Remember, we are streaming to 3 platforms at the same time, so I have to be switching between the platforms. For some reason, my group chat is not, you know, working. But as soon as this stream is finished, I will deal with it because I guess it's just an update. It just needs updating. So yeah, it's still evening elevation. We just on a different beat tonight. Like I said, we decided to go live tonight, and we dubbed it Let's Chat. All right, we dubbed it Let's Chat because we're trying to get your feedback and your participation as well. Um, you know, so feel free to join us here on each one of the platforms. Um, we are on Facebook, Jenny F. Christopher Facebook, Verzo Gillard Facebook, and we're on the official platform, which is Evening Elevation. And we still encourage you to go to the platform and like and share and subscribe. Let's check to see. I haven't checked the subscription list in a while. So let me check the subscription list now and see if it's increasing, if we're doing what we're supposed to do. Remember, we have to be obedient. Yes, we have to be obedient. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so we need to do a little more work because we've been at this number for a while. So we need to see more. We need to see more
How
encouragement.
much we at now?
On the platform itself, it's 25. We've been there for a while, so we need to get more
Yeah.
more thing. I don't want to keep adding platforms because we have another platform that is waiting for us to come. You know, they welcome us on their platform and they would like us to stream this podcast over on the platform, right? So I think I'm just gonna wait until we start season 2, which is gonna be very shortly. Then we add the add that platform as well. So I don't want to be going platforms. It's just a lot of platforms. I want to send all the traffic to one platform. All right. So like I said, the platform that we're gonna end on is Evening Elevation platform. So we encourage you to go there and subscribe. Just put in Evening Elevation, one word, in YouTube, and just look for this logo down in the bottom. Let's see if I could do this. Yes, the logo down there, right by Verswen, in the bottom corner. Yeah, just look for that icon, and then you can just subscribe to the channel, so that when we go live, it's like tonight. You see, tonight is Wednesday night, and we just decide to go live tonight because we were not live on Sunday. You will get the notification and you won't miss it. If we had a guest tonight, then you would have missed the guest, and you'd have had to see it on the replay. Okay, so, but yes, we are looking fine. The quality we have increased our quality. I think tonight is gonna be, when we look back at it, is gonna be really, really good. From what I'm seeing here right now, it looks really good, and the numbers, everything is balanced. Everything is at zero. Nothing is overloaded or anything on the system. So
It's
we're good.
awesome.
Yeah, we're good. So I think
Awesome. Awesome.
we're really ready to, push out really hard. So yeah, I think our audio is really good for what we do. So yeah, I think we're really ready. We're really, really ready. We are actually 3.3 out of 100. So we're barely doing anything right now. Yeah, we are 3 point. See, Tati gone down to 3.2. So yep. So it's a Let's Chat edition of Evening Elevation here tonight, and it's Wednesday the 28th of May, and we are live and lively, and yeah, we have just about 10 more minutes to go. Simple as that. Time flies. The about
Just like that.
10 to 15 minutes we have, yeah.
Yeah. Time flies by very
So
quickly, boy.
yep, very, very, very quickly. So yeah, but I know you have a burning topic on your heart, and we're gonna get it off.
All right. We're gonna get it off.
Yeah,
We're gonna get it
we're
off.
gonna get it off your heart just now.
We're gonna get it
Right.
off. Yeah.
I just didn't feel like we were really prepped for that topic, because it's gonna stir. It's gonna stir. I know it's gonna stir. So
Well, the thing is, for me, is like
Mhm.
we said, that the platform is we're nice enough anything, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's something that needs to be addressed, and at the same time, is not to give anybody any ammunition.
Right.
You understand? It's not to give anybody any ammunition to feel like that because that we discuss it, that yes, that is what's supposed to happen,
Right.
but I just feel like it's something that has been out there, and I think that we should something that we should talk about and see um how people feel,
About it.
about it, you know. Me personally, I mean, if I got to tell you how I feel, you know. But hey, yeah. So,
But yeah,
but yeah, we're
we're gonna
gonna
get
get
to
to
it.
that.
We're gonna get to it,
Yeah.
and yeah, we're
But
gonna deal
please,
with it.
let us know, if there are any particular topic, subject, whatever it is that you would want us to look at, so that if we have to get somebody in, so that we can, get you um to share their thoughts and views on it, and so that we would all be on the same page, and that we would understand, basically, as we are here to help each other. We don't know everything. We don't know everything, right? And
Right.
so we just want to see how much we can encourage somebody, with whatever it is that they have on their heart, that is pondering, or that they've been struggling with. We just want to see how best that we can help in that area.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, we are confidential people, so whatever you share with us, don't feel like we're gonna put your business out there. We're just gonna try to get help for you, and you never know. With you sharing your story, you may help somebody else who's going through the same thing, who is
Right.
afraid to speak out, right? Because um, we go through stuff to be tested, and I think that's where we get the word testimony. When you overcome, you share. But I find in
Mhm.
this generation, everybody is holding everything to themselves. You know, is my business,
Which we,
and
which
I'm
we
guilty
can
of it
blame,
too.
which
I'm
we
guilty.
can blame, which
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
blame
yeah. We can't
because
blame because of
person's
how
been through a lot,
things.
and because of bad experiences, you
Right,
know
exactly.
we tend to take our business to ourselves, and not, you know
But at the
so
same
yeah.
time, you keeping your business to yourself, which is supposed to help somebody else. You keep it to
Hmm.
yourself, then you have other people tie up as well. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have
Hmm.
other people tie up as well who can be freed because you didn't talk about what you were supposed to talk about. You understand? And
Yeah.
that's a cycle that we've been going through now for a while. So you could imagine the amount of people who bound and trying to be free that we have hold up because we didn't share what we were supposed to share, right?
Yeah,
And we have to
that's
be
true.
very careful. We have to be very careful with that, So
Yep.
you're being tested for your testimony, and you should share whatever it is. You should share it, um, and get it out there to help somebody else, because you never know. Somebody may be there lingering, holding on, just waiting to hear that. And because you hold it back, you know, the person didn't get to hear that to make it over the hump, whatever they were going through, right? And all because you're trying to be secretive, you want people in your business, and all this and all that, all the different excuses. We need to get past that, right? We need to get past that, and really just do what we're supposed to do and accomplish what we're supposed to accomplish. And at the end of the day, that's it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Because what inspired me to start this as well is that I was watching um, a particular um, YouTube channel, and he decided to share what he went through. You know, his testimony basically. He decided to share, and I mean, now he's reaching people worldwide. And when I tell you worldwide, I mean, worldwide, right? People can relate to what he went through. And one of the things I think that really thing is that because he's a male, you don't really catch males being vulnerable, you know, sharing the stories and stuff like that. We tend to keep in everything, you know what I mean? And that really encouraged me. And he came on and said, "Bye, this been something that been pumping me for a little while, and we really got to get it done." And that's how we started. Of course, you all know I really don't like talking much, which I'm doing a lot better. Because right now I feel like I want a glass of water how I talk so much for the night. May hearing you. You turn down your volume down. May hearing you. Turn up your volume, man. I still ain't hearing you. So be the way you got. No, me hear you. I see your mouth moving, but me ain't hearing you at all. So I don't. I tell you, come like tonight is a test night. You come like tonight is really like we really had to do tonight in order to get through all the testings. I still not hearing you. So just back check your thing. Nope. Just exit and come back in. Exit and come back in. Let me change the shot so that it don't thing. All right, so my co-host is working on his audio, and until he does that, you're here with me, Genevieve Christopher. So wait a minute, hold on. Host and co-host. Okay, go ahead. Let me see.
So you got me now.
Yes, loud
That's
and
right.
clear.
That's right. So I was saying, yeah, you go ahead, talk, man. You talk.
Oh no, that's that's a little too much for me right now, to be honest.
Oh my God.
But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I hope when you all get me start talking and I start to talk, y'all ain't want me hush, Because when I
Oh
start
my
to
God.
talk, I'm gonna talk, When I start to talk, I'm gonna talk. So y'all ain't gonna train me here about talk, and then when I start to talk, y'all gonna try to hush me up and muzzle me, Because I'm gonna go on bad. I'm gonna talk still. I am going to talk still.
Oh my
So
God.
so but yeah, I mean, hey, it was a cool night, just chilling out and chatting. Like I said, we dubbed tonight Let's Talk, so that's what we did. We're talking, and we're just almost cross an hour. We got about 4 to 5 more minutes. Hey, to be honest, right? When we started this podcast, right? I couldn't remember the first episode, That hour there, like it wasn't coming, it was staying like by already this a whole hour. And now like as soon as you start to talk, like and you look down,
Soon
you
as you
see a
start to talk,
hour gone.
oh yeah, man.
Wow,
Yep,
this is
yep,
crazy. It's like wow, this is something else. But
yep.
yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? So um whew.
What we want to say, we want to use the opportunity before we leave to say, thanks to everybody, those who continue to support. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. And so we say thank you. And we continue to gain your support. Like we said, we are just starting up. We really want to see this podcast. We want to see it grow. We want to be able to touch souls. We want to be able to reach souls. You know, whether it's through testimonies or whether it's through um, you know, just hearing the word of encouragement from our guest speakers who come to us Sunday after Sunday, or you know, whenever we are live, you know. So we really want to thank you guys, those who have been really supporting us. We really want to commend you. We continue to look forward for your support, and for those who have not yet, like, subscribe, yeah, we really want you to do so. Like Jenny continued to say that we are not gonna be on all over the place. We're gonna be at one place, you know, and
Yes.
we want
So
when we go on one place, everybody
you
is
find
there.
us on
Everybody,
that place, right? Correct.
right, you know.
Correct is right and right is
So I
correct.
really encourage everybody
Yeah, but
to get on board
I
and be
also
a part.
want to thank those that um they'll be watching and ain't saying nothing. The silent lookers.
Be
Right?
silent, lookers.
Yes, I want to thank them as well. And I want to encourage them to get the little boldness. And yeah, man, send a message.
Yes, we,
Even
we
a
we are
message.
saying that, you know, you
Send a
don't have
message,
to
man.
give us a paragraph.
You
Just good
understand? Yeah,
night.
man.
I'm
Say
or I'm
here, good night.
listening. You know,
Yeah,
yeah. Just
something.
let us know that you think, because we really want to make sure that, you know, the program is reaching persons, and we know, well, by, yeah, we had somebody listening from, you know, XYZ and so forth. So yeah, we really want you to do that. You know,
Right.
so
Yeah,
yes,
man.
thank you for the silent listeners.
Yeah, we thank you for the like hide in the corner. Yeah, them who like hide. Yeah, and those who watching it and the replay. We also grateful for
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. Those who watch
You
it on the
don't get to
replay as well.
participate in the live chat, but you know, at least you get the information and the encouragement as well. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You know, that's what it's all about. Doing it to
Yeah.
encourage and you know inspire somebody to get to the next day, right? So once we do that, then we have accomplished what we were set out to accomplish.
Yeah.
But your feedback go a long way. It encourages us. We know that people listening, people watching, and you know it encourages us to push on, because to be honest,
Yeah.
this is a serious commitment. In easy, in a lot of fun, right? In a lot of fun, and the back end, you know, organizing stuff and you know getting posters and stuff like that. I also want to thank those who work with us in the background, right? Um, all of those in the
Elevation
EE
team.
chat. Yes, the elevation
Yeah.
team is only 4 of us right now. If you want to join, yeah, man, you could reach out to us and we'll see where we could fit you in. But yeah, when we hear, when you see a flyer come out, the flyer don't just appear, you know. Somebody spend time to do the
Yeah.
flyer, to send out the information, and we want to thank her very much. She's a silent listener as well. Now and again, she's saying good night and that kind of thing. Yeah, but yeah, she know who she is, Teresa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing what you do. And then you know you have Akil, Christopher, Verswen, and me. You know that's the team right now. So we wanna thank you guys for also catching the vision and running with the vision. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we really wanna thank you guys for pushing with it. And we're gonna keep pushing. Trust me, we're gonna keep pushing with it. No matter what, we're gonna keep pushing with it because we know this is what we were called to do, and this is what we're gonna do um, going forward. So thank you guys very very much for tuning in tonight. We have been over our hour, and you know we are very grateful um, for you taking the time out to spend with us here, even though some of you did not send in um, any message or anything. We're still grateful, right? We are grateful.
Good
So
night. Good night, Sister Asha.
good night. See, telling you,
I
okay.
guess Sister Asha got the message.
She got the message and she's being obedient. I love that. I love that.
Good night, Asha.
Yeah. And if we miss anybody else, and I see the hearts going up over there and the thumbs up going on over there. So we are very grateful for that. And my end as well, Maxwell from
Oh,
Nevis.
my brother is
Yes,
saying good
yeah.
night. He said good night like me. The silent
Yeah.
listeners.
Yeah, so Maxwell as well from Nevis is also saying blessings and good night. So we are grateful for you guys for tuning in and sending the message. And you see, it's just something simple as that. As simple as that. Encourages us
Yes.
and let us know that we are not out here on our own, our by ourselves. We ain't just steering. Let me tell you something. I got share something, right? Sitting down in your space, right, and sharing to the world ain't easy, Because remember, in your space is you and in your space, and you're staring a screen and you're
Yeah.
talking. That ain't easy. So when you send a little message and say good night, blessings, continue what you're doing, whatever it is, just knowing that you guys are there, it encourages us to push on and come again next week with a banging program. You understand? So thank you guys very, very much for
Yeah. So
joining us
don't
tonight.
forget we're
Go
gonna be
ahead, Doc.
on next week, Wednesday, not
Yeah,
Sunday coming.
yeah. There's
Yes.
no evening elevation on this coming Sunday. We have prayer engagement, so we're not going to do so. We're going to come back at you next week, Wednesday, to make up for that Sunday. All right. So
Yes.
our next program is going to be. Let me pull up a calendar there quick, so that we give you guys the date for those of you who are here. I don't like to hustle to do things, because when I hustle to do things, it's like I don't know how to be doing sometimes. So next week, Wednesday,
That's gonna be the
that's
4th.
gonna be the 4th.
Yeah.
The 4th of June.
The 4th of June, yes.
Correct. Okay, so the 4th of June. That is
Yeah.
our next evening elevation. And then we're going to have another evening elevation on the 8th, which is going to be the Sunday. All right. And then we go from there. So thank you guys very much for tuning in and for hanging with us and chatting with us tonight. We really do appreciate it. And we look forward to another episode next week, Wednesday, the 4th of June. As we chat, we're gonna see if we have a guest. Most likely we're gonna have a guest. I think we're gonna have a guest. So
Yes.
yeah, so we're gonna do that, organize that, and get it rolling and continue, keep the train going. All right. So thank you guys for taking the time out. We appreciate it. We don't take it for granted. This has been another episode of Evening Elevation, Season 1, Episode 11. Thank you guys and blessings.
Sunset is melting dreams in the sky. Catch that fire, let your spirit fly high. Evening whispers, listen and believe. Chase those visions while the stars weave. Evening elevation, rise and celebrate. Dreams come alive when you open the gate. Feel the rhythm pushing through your soul. Chase the horizon and you find your goal. Moonlight's a canvas, paint your skies bright. Stars are the guides in the cool, calm night. come